learn to say, I love you? Very important. The words of positive guidance. You are the first guide of your child. You are the first coach of your child. If you're not giving your child guidance, somebody else is doing it outside. Yes. I listened to one of my parenting coach and she said something that our children listen to a lot of voices, and the voice that is loudest in them is the voice they hear the most. Your voice, because your voice will resonate with what God is saying. It's like you walking, I know you're going to, is it a nature market? And when you're walking through, people are dragging for your attention. Come on back, come on back, come on back, come on back. That's where your child is. A lot of voices say, come on, come. The one that is loudest, I'm not saying the person that screams the most. The voice that is loudest in their ears is the voice that they've constantly heard. You must be the guide of your child. You must show them the path that they should go. But how can you show them when you don't know? When we're asking them questions about sex education, most of the times, if you do not know, you cannot help your children or teach them rights. And that is why as parents, we must keep developing ourselves. Read books. How can you educate your children when you don't know? Your child comes to the question, you cannot answer the question if you don't know the answer. So let's keep reading books. And that is why we have opportunities for workshops like this, seminars online. There are a lot of online, free online experiments online. Don't say, I want to waste my time. Go and learn something. There's something you will learn there. So let's guide our children. It's very important. Now, too often we give the right message to our children, but in the wrong manner. A positive message delivered in a wrong manner will always result in a negative result. Now, I've said a lot about shouting and yelling a lot. Maybe we'll do a training on emotional intelligence for parents. Yelling does not have as much benefits as it has pitfalls. Was it the stress consultant that was talking about shouting? Your blood pressure can go up. Now, it's very important that you coordinate yourself. Because the truth is that when you yell and shout too much, your child thinks that's the manner to speak. Have you wondered that in this vicinity we shout a lot all the time? I don't know if you have noticed. When you talk to someone, you're like, wait, I'm hearing you. It's just because in our homes, most of your parents are coming to you, they're screaming at you. So you must feel that that's the right tone of voice to use in conversations. So you must be careful what you're teaching your children. It's very important. You stress yourself out. You can be branded as a yelling parent. I mean, like, shouting mom is coming now. Mom, there's already shouting money tonight. It's very important that we coordinate ourselves. I will not delve into yelling. Probably treat that in SAP online conversation. Let me just focus on the love languages. Okay. So if your child has word of affirmation as his love language, there are certain things you can do for that child. You can learn to be very observant. When the child does something, commend the child. Very important. You should be able to say I love you often to that child. It's very important. It will help the child. So you can even put notes in their bag, their lunch bag. You just get to kind of see, you wrote, Mommy loves you. How do you think your child feel? Just open his lunch bag and say, Mommy loves you. Or just open his lunch bag and say that you are a star. Make me proud. I'm proud of you. Little ways. We can be creative in parenting. Very creative. You know, when you want to be creative when you're married, you like to be creative with your spouse now. You like to show love. Be creative with your children. Be creative with them. A child that has words of affirmation as their primary love language, when you scream on their child, it's very devastating. The child can be withdrawn. When you use negative words on that child, study your children. There's some children that you have not even started reprimanding them, they're already crying. They're sensitive to words. Quality time. Now, what is quality time? Quality time is a parent's gift or present to a child. It is your gift to your child. It conveys the message to your child that you are important and I like being with you. So let us spend time with our children. Now, when I talk about quality time, I'm not saying most necessary. It's not always in the quantity, but in the quality. You may be a very busy parent, but you can find out time. Besides was saying something 1 hour. You can find out time in your busy schedule and give attention to that child. When we talk about quality time, we're talking about focus on divided attention to the child. You're not distracted. There's a term called distracted parenting. You can be here with your child and you're not here with your child. And so your child is talking to you, Mommy, 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 come with your daddy. And daddy say, come with your mommy. Because nobody wants to give that child attention. So you are focused on that child. You give undivided attention to a child. And when you have more than one child, you should be able to give undivided attention to all of them. You must find time, personal time with all of them individually. There's a time you spend together as a family, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about individual connection. Now, there's someone called Susanna Wesley, the mother of John Wesley. If you read her story very well, she had 10 children. That's minus the ones that died. That's 18th century England then. And if you read her story, she had time every week. Was it 1 hour in every week for each of the children? She had 10. 10. Every week she had individual time with each of them. That's hard work. But it produced results. John Wesley is her son. She also had one, is it Charles Wesley, that wrote a lot of poems and hymns that people still sing till death. If you want to make impact in this generation, invest in your children. Invest in your children. I know it's a lot of work, but if you plan it and you are deliberate with it, you can do it. It may not be 1 hour, it may just be 30 minutes. But you find out that your children are looking forward to that time with you. Like, okay, mommy will soon come, they're excited about daddy. It's not only for the mommies, it's for the daddies too. You know, most times parents like, it's the mom that used to raise the children. It's a collaboration. It takes two to parents. So let's give our children quality time. When having quality time with your child, you must have a loving eye contact with your child. Look at them when you talk to them. Now, it is known that in this area, most of the time, the time parents look at you is when you are doing something wrong. Just give you the look. Do you know the look? I'm not as friend give the look. But give the look, child just forget. Don't always give the look. Give the loving look too. Look at your child with so much admiration. It's not the way you want to be like. Look at that. You're not talking, but the look is talking. So let's give them eye contact, loving eye contact. It's not the way you want to pass a message when they are misbehaving. Give them loving eye contact. Now, what are the benefits of quality time? It helps you to know your child better, either by conversation or by observation. You will know your child better because when you spend time with them, you're conversing, you're having a conversation with them, you're observing them. So it helps you to know your child better. It helps you, gives you the opportunity to be able to inculcate values in them. Values are not only, as parents, we should model the life we want our children to live. Yes. The first way to teach your children is by modeling the life. But another way is by talking to them. So when you model the values, you can sit them down and teach them values. So that's another benefit. And the last benefit is that it helps to build bonding. It helps to build connection between you and your child. So it's important that we have quality time with our children. Now, if your child's love language is quality time, what can you do? You can create special moments with your child. You can go on, if you have teenagers, you can go on a date with your child. Mother-son date, father-daughter date. It doesn't only happen in movies. It can happen in real life. Yes. I'm not saying you should go to a 5-star hotel. You can go to somewhere. Make it memorable for the child. One of the things you can leave with your children are memories. So try to create good memories. They may forget a lot of things, but they will not forget the good times you had with them. Yes. So try to create moments you can have. It must not be in the house. Take them out. One-on-one. Very important. You can not be in the house. You decide to have a movie night in your house. Can you have movie night in your house? Turn your house to a cinema. Dim the lights. Yes. You have mama can pay for it. Dim your lights. Put on a movie, family movie, everybody can watch. Popcorn is not expensive. Exactly. Buy popcorn. Coke. Everybody sit on the floor. Just relax. Put fan. If you don't see, put the fan. Let it be blowing. So that you feel like you're in the cinema. And have family time. Your children won't forget that. Let us not just remember us as the parent that was always flogging me. If you remember my mother, God, always flogging. You should have good memories. Okay. You can take family walk. You can stroll with your child. There are a lot of ways. You can be creative. Okay, number 4, receiving and giving of gifts. For parents to truly speak this love language, the child must feel genuinely loved and cared for first. Because most times, if you give receiving and giving of gifts, if you operate in this love language in isolation, it will look like manipulation. They are trying to buy love of the child. So the child must genuinely know that you love them first for this gift to make sense. You don't give gifts to your children because you are trying to get something from them. The children sense it. They know. And it looks like you're trying to buy my affection. You don't buy the affection of your children. You don't do that. Now, whether the gift is a luxury gift or a necessity gift, let us learn to give gifts to our children. It's very important. Now, the Greek word for gift is charis. And that's the word for grace. Unconditional, undeserved. So when you're giving gifts to your children, you don't have to look for a moment, a reason why you should give them gifts. Sometimes just buy them gifts. And you're like, it's not my birthday. It doesn't have to be your birthday first. It doesn't have to be. Oh, I didn't take first position. You don't have to take first position in class if I give you. And the gift must not always be big. It can just be one small thing. You can come in from somewhere and just buy something small. They appreciate it. They appreciate it. Let's be careful not to shower gifts for our children as a substitute for other love languages. Don't say because you don't want to show quality time, you begin to give the child gifts. And you know, most times as parents, because we are so busy and we don't have time to give our children quality time, we give them gifts. Gifts does not replace your presence. Let me read a quote. Someone said something that too much love never spoils children. Children become spoiled when we substitute presence for our presence. When you substitute presence for your presence. You cannot substitute your presence in the life of your child with present gifts. It will get to a point it doesn't satisfy anymore. So buy all the gifts in the world. They have everything, but they need you in their lives. It's very important. Now, a child that has this primary love language, you find that the child is always excited about receiving gifts. I don't know if you have some children, they always want gifts. And when they see gifts, it will just be sweet. And the child is like, wow, oh, for me, sweet. And you're wondering, this small thing. Because that child's family love language is receiving and giving of gifts. So let's observe our children. It's very important. And the last one is acts of service. Now, as parents, we have enrolled ourselves in a service-oriented vocation. It's service all the way for us. You will keep serving. I told somebody that as a parent, once you become a parent, it's like a lifetime obligation. It doesn't stop. It doesn't. So we have enrolled ourselves in a full-time service. And it's, when you talk about acts of service, it's not about pleasing your child, but it's about giving your child what they need first. Let me give an illustration. Now, your child wants to serve your child. Your child is like, Mom, please help me lace my shoes. For maybe a toddler, you can't do that. But maybe your 16-year-old child, like, Mommy, lace my shoes. That's not acts of service. So. At that age, that child cannot lace his shoes. That's not acts of service. And that's why we must teach our children what they need to know at age. You can't be spoiling your child now. Say, I'm serving my child. I didn't say that. Teach them what they need to know part-time. Don't be an helicopter parent. Helicopter parents also always want to do everything for the child. Wants to be around the child, everything. Nothing will happen to the child. You must train your children at a point in time. They must learn to be independent. Yes, because they will leave you at one point in time. Don't be like the mother, hey, you're always watching over there. The child is already pretty. You can't let the child go. They are there. That child gets into the world and the child will not survive. So acts of service about doing what your child needs and not necessarily what your child wants. What is best for your child? And when you have children, let you teach them to serve. Teach them to serve. And you can do that by making them attend, maybe there's a program and you want to volunteer, they can volunteer too and help. Don't do everything for your child. Especially not when they're toddlers, when they become preteens, they're teenagers. Teach them to be responsible. It's very important. Very important. Okay, let me run quickly over to discovering your child's primary love language. How do you do that? Now for infants, use all the love languages. They're babies. You need to use everything for infants. As they begin to grow older, you begin to discover the love language. Now, as they grow older, sometimes they flip. You may find out that the love language of the child is first quality time. Later, you look at the child doesn't really prefers gifts now. So until he gets to a point that it balances out. So one way you can observe, you can know, is observe how your child expresses love to you. How does your child express love to you? Now, probably you have a child that is always ugly. There's some children that are always ugly. They always like to go near their mom and just sleep near the mom, just snuggle into the wall like you don't want to go back. And they're just there. They just have to be around you. Maybe they're touching mom's hair. They just want to you just know that child. It's likely that that child's primary love language is physical touch. And when you have a child that their primary love language is physical touch, you need to teach them on time sex education. If not, people will take advantage of them. So you see the other side, the flip side of knowing your child's love language. So that they know that every touch is not a good touch. And not everybody can touch them. Very important. Number 2, observe how your child expresses love to others. You may have a child that whenever the child wants to go to school, the child is like, Mommy, please buy gifts for my classmates. I want to share in school every time. What is it? Are you the Santa Claus in your class? And the child is always looking for something to take from the house to give somebody in school. It's possible that child's primary love language is receiving and giving of gifts. Observe how the child expresses love to other people. Watch it. Or probably the child sees something like, it's always complimenting people. Auntie, you look good. Auntie, I love your hair. Auntie, I love your truth. Every time the child is always complimenting. It's possible that the child's primary love language is word of affirmation. You can know things by observing. Number 3, listen to what your child requests for the most. Listen. Your child will always be, anytime the child comes to you, like, Mommy, can't you spend some more time with me? Mommy, when are we going to go out for a stroll? Mommy, can we spend time watching the movie? Is a pointer probably that the child's primary love is quality time. So listen to the requests they make the most. Number 4, notice what your child frequently complains of. Mommy, every day you see me like, you know, I'm looking beautiful now. Maybe for your teenage daughter, your preteen. Mommy, I just came out like this. You don't compliment me. What is it? Mommy, see now, see my results. Last time I came out 3rd position. This time I came out 1st. You didn't even commend me. No good time that I tried. Maybe a pointer, word of affirmation. Parenting is a degree. You go through the school of parenting and you don't. Do you come out? Everything you are learning. Everything. Nobody gets to perfection in parenting. We learn on a daily basis. And the last one, number 5, you can give your child a choice between 2 options. And this can apply for maybe teenagers because they are matured enough. So you can give, for example, you can tell your child, would you prefer that I stay home with you and watch a movie? Or we go to church and volunteer to clean the church? Acts of service, quality time. But this, you have to do it consistently over time to be able to pinpoint what actually is the primary love in your child. But let me give you a word of caution. If you have teenagers, be careful. They're very smart. Your teenager may discover that, it's like, who wants to discover my primary love language? The child will be taking you towards another direction because the child wants something from you. So that, for example, the child wants maybe an iPhone and I'm telling you, and you refuse to buy it. It's okay, this is what mom is doing. So let me make mommy believe that my primary love is receiving and giving of gifts. So probably I may get the iPhone. You have to be careful. And that's where wisdom comes in parenting. You can't do parenting outside of just everything physical. It's not possible. There must be sweetness in your spirit. You can be guided from the spirit and you understand things. So you can give them 2 options, but you have to do it consistently over time and try to document their answers so you'll be able to get, or you can get a questionnaire if you can. So that for the teenage ones, just say, please, just help mommy do this thing. Like, Mom, why now? Just help mommy do this thing. And it's like, I want to use it. I want to use it for something good. And she's like, okay. And if he doesn't know that you're trying to discover his primary love language. Because if they know, some of them can be very manipulative. So it's very important. Let's be observant. So that we can be able to determine what the primary love language of our children. Now I have to go through this thing quickly because I don't want to keep us here for too long. Now, when on the WhatsApp group, we're going to drop a link that will help you ascertain first your own love language as a parent. Then if you have teenagers that can use it, you can give to them. Just a link, you answer questions, and at the end it shows you your primary love language. But in all of this class, there's also one of the forms you have is to ascertain if you know your children's love language. You can do it at home, assess yourself. The whole essence of this is that even though your child has a primary love language, you must use the entire love languages. Don't say because my child's primary love language is quality time. I won't buy gift for the child now. It's not the primary love language. Let's be doing quality time. Or I won't go compliment this child. No, use every other one. But there's this one that you can focus on. It will help you as a parent. And I believe that with all I've said, that even as we leave this place, it will help us build the bonding we have with our children. Now you may have toddlers now. For toddlers, you may not be able to pinpoint exactly what their love language is now. So use everything for them. But as they grow older, you begin to know what their primary love language is. So I pray that God will help us, even in this journey of parenting, that we'll be able to do the right things, we'll be able to know, get the right answers to our questions, and we'll be able to raise children that will be role models in our time. So even as we go home, let's start observing and doing these things. We'll have a better result. What we need, what is priority in parents? One thing that is priority is connection between you and your child. Once you have that connection, even discipline is easy. Yes. When you have connected with your child, discipline is not punishment, please. Discipline has to do with training. Discipline has to do with molding a child. When you have a connection with your child, obedience to instruction is easy. So you need to build connection. And understanding their love language is one way that is paramount in building connection between yourself and your child. So I believe that with these few points of mine, I'll be able to convince you and not confuse you that you need to know the primary love language of your child and use it well so that you can have a child that you be proud of, God will be proud of, the society will be proud of, the nation and the world will be proud of. I pray that the Lord will bless us. Thank you.